This week, we're highlighting some of the young people in our movement motivated by their faith to protect life and change the culture. We'd first like to introduce you to Mari Wagner. She and her husband Trey founded West Coast Catholic together in 2018. Both in their 20s, their mission is to create products that provide a touch of the divine to their customers' everyday lives. Their inspiration was one simple rosary, a gift from Trey to Mari that he made for her. Together, the two of them have designed thousands of rosaries since then and expanded their inventory to include beautiful prayer journals, clothing, and accessories. We were honored to meet Mari and hear her story at Seek 2024. Take a look. Thanks for being here with us.
Yeah.
So you are the founder of West Coast Catholic alongside your husband, Trey. Talk to me about your story.
Yeah, so the pro-life movement is really close to my heart. My mom actually was pregnant when she was 19 in college, and it was very much unplanned. And yeah, the Lord really worked through Mary in her heart to get to where we are today and, you know, allow me to be here in this world. So my family's from Colombia, South America, and abortion back then was illegal. I'm not sure if it's legal now, but it was illegal back then. So when she was pregnant, she was terrified. You know, she felt like you know, her life was over and she didn't really have a lot of options. And in Colombia, people are very culturally Catholic, and so she knew in her heart that abortion wasn't right. But even still, the people around her and even her doctor said that they could find options for her if she wanted an abortion.
Wow.
And so she really considered it, and it was really through a miracle that our Blessed Lady did for her that revealed the Lord wanting for her to keep the baby. So my grandma, she had this rose garden in the back of her house, and there was a statue of Mary that was in the garden. And my mom went out there to pray after this appointment with the doctor, and she just broke down. You know, she was 19, she was terrified, and she went to Mary because she knew that Mary understood what she was feeling. She knew that Mary was a young woman who also had an unplanned pregnancy, and that she would understand her fear. And she said, Mary, if you want this baby to be born, if the Lord wants this baby to be born, please show me something, please show me a sign. And she specifically asked for a coral rose to grow in the garden. And they didn't have any coral roses in the garden ever. And she asked for coral because coral is her favorite color. Wow. And the doctor had given her a time frame that she had to decide between. So the day before she had to decide, she went back out to the garden about a week later to pray again and to offer this prayer to Mary. And right next to the statue was this fully bloomed coral rose. And she just knew in her heart, I always get emotional when I talk about this. She just knew in her heart that the Lord and Mary were saying, like, yes, this life is good, and you should absolutely keep the baby. You know, every life is a gift. And so I love the pro-life movement, and Mary saved my life pretty much.
Yeah. And wow, I mean, look at the gift of your life now. The work that you do full time glorifies Mary and her son. Talk to me about how her role as the patroness of the unborn motivates you in your work today.
Absolutely. I believe that beauty brings people to God and Mary brings people to God. And I've seen that so much in my own life. And we see how that drives our mission and our business because essentially we want people to come to know the Lord, but sometimes you need kind of a gentle, warm embrace, and that is Our Lady. And so she is our patroness. We ask for her intercession constantly to be able to work through our designs and our ministry and our content to bring people to the Lord.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah. And we're here at Seek with nearly 20,000 young people, young Catholics from around the country. Talk to me about what it means to you to be here, and really the significance of the fact that so many young people would want to come to an event like this.
It is so exciting for me to be here. So I'm a content creator on Instagram. That is how our ministry started. And so it's a very unique experience doing ministry this way, because for me, I've been doing it for the past 5 years, but my experience on this side of the screen doesn't really change, even though the follower count continues to increase, because it's always me in my sweats on the couch on this side of the phone. And being here at Seek is amazing because I am given the opportunity to meet all the women that I get to minister to every single day on the screen and kind of put a face to those women. And so that is my favorite part of Seek. It means so much to be here and to meet the community that supports West Coast Catholic and that follows along. And I just think it is incredible, and I am so grateful for the Lord to bring all these young people together because it's truly inspiring and just instills so much hope in us. I think the state of the secular world around us can be very discouraging, and speaks a lie that the faith is dying out, that the faith isn't necessary. And this is proof that that's wrong.
Yeah.
This is proof that young people today love the Lord and want to seek that community and live Him out. And it's just so inspiring to hear.
That's great. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Rosary.
Yes.
And really just the peace that praying the Rosary can bring. I personally know that on days that I pray the Rosary, I feel peace, as opposed to days that I don't. Could you kind of speak to that?
Yeah. It is Mary's grace. I always say it's like math, like 1 + 1 = 2. It works every time. Same with the Rosary, and I think it's so necessary for generations of today. We experience so much anxiety, so much stress, and the Rosary, like you said, just brings peace.
Yeah.
And the way I see it, like I said before, it's kind of like that warm embrace of a mother. Like when you're little and you feel nervous or hurt or something, and you run to your mom and you hang on to her leg, or you look for a hug from her. That's what the Rosary is. It's a way for Mary to just wrap her mantle around you and just give you her heart and her love and her motherly embrace. And so we love the Rosary at West Coast Catholic. It's how we started. We actually have a rosary called the Madonna Rosary, where 50% of those are donated to pro-life pregnancy centers. We wanted to make sure that we really, speak about this mission that we care so much about, that is so close to our hearts. And so this past year, we're really excited to announce we were able to donate $15,000 to a new pro-life pregnancy center in Fort Collins, Colorado.
That's beautiful. Lives saved right there.
Yes.
Mari, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.